Hi, it's Angie with News OK. I am here with John Loewen, who is a famous baker. Now, he says he's not famous, but he's got some little fan favorites.
My grandchildren.
Yeah.
Grandchildren love my pie.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what we are going to be making today.
We're going to make a lemon pie. Start out with fresh lemons, and you want to cut them fresh and just right before you make the pie. And then we're going to end up with that.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Thank
lemon
you.
meringue pie. Yeah. Okay, so let's, I guess we start off here.
Well, here's a crust we've already made, and we've got the world's easiest crust recipe. Flour, a little salt, some milk, and some oil. Just mix it up, and then I roll it out between wax paper, and it's really easy to make, and it bakes up nice, and it's fast.
Yeah, it's easy for people like me who I'm not very skilled in the kitchen. So something like this, you think, for amateurs?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'll give you the recipe, and it's easy to do.
Well, good. Okay, so what do we do after the pie shell?
Then the next thing is the filling, and we've made our filling already. And our filling is where we want fresh lemons. Also in this is sugar, a little cornstarch, fresh egg yolks. And that's a lot of the yellow color. Actually, is the egg yolks in it.
Oh, okay.
And you cook that and get that all cooked up. And you want that hot when you put it in here. And then you put your meringue on top of the hot pudding.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it work.
Wow. Well, let's do it.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll, as far as the meringue, egg whites, since you say you haven't baked a lot, you can't have any foreign matter in them. No egg yolk in them, no dirt. You want a clean pan.
Wow.
And this is an old mixer we've had in the family for almost 40 years. And we're going to crank it up. Add a little vanilla to it. What you want to do, Angie, is beat these until they get frothy. And frothy just means kind of a lacy on top. And when it gets good and lacy, kind of a lace look on them, then we're going to add sugar. And in this sugar, we've got some cream of tartar.
Okay.
And cream of tartar is what helps it rise and form. And as that beats, and you can see it's getting frothy now, we add this, but not all at once. You want to add about a spoonful at a time. And as this sugar goes in there, it will start making this vents.
Okay.
And come together.
And how much sugar?
There's a half a cup of sugar. There's a quarter of a teaspoon of cream of tartar in this. And you'll let that beat until what they call soft peaks. And soft peaks, as you take your spatula, you want that you're doing to stand up. And see, that's not standing up yet. So it's not what we call soft yet.
So when you say stand up, you mean what we see on this pie?
Yeah, and I'll show you
it stands up.
how it's going to work. You want it to kind of stand up just a little bit, and then we're going to add the ingredient that stiffens it up. Now, see, that's pretty close. See how that's standing there?
Yeah. Oh, that's looking good.
Now, what we've done, we've taken a third of a cup of this cold water and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And we've heated that up till it simmers, and it makes kind of a paste looking. And you have that water cornstarch, and then you add that in here slowly. And that's what kind of gives it the form and helps it, what these soft peaks become more firm.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Normally at home, this would come just kind of right off the stove, but it's just water and cornstarch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's starting to get there. Okay, this is warm.
And tell me what this is again.
Okay, this is the pudding we made with fresh lemon, egg yolks, cup of sugar. It's got some lemon zest where we zested some lemon skin in it. And pie cooks tell me that this needs to be warm for this meringue to attach. So since that's what I was told.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's interesting that the pie itself, you said, gets more of the yellow color, not from the lemons, but from the egg yolks.
Egg yolks, wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's got 6 egg yolks in it.
Huh.
And what we've got over here, we use the egg whites over here in our meringue. There's 5 egg whites is what's in this mix.
Now, is this hard to work with when you put this on?
Now, one thing you want to do, you want to put it around the edge. And what you're going to do, you're going to attach this to the crust right on the edge.
Okay.
And if you leave holes in that, your pie will weep.
Huh.
And there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with, a good cry except for meringue pie.
Yeah.
So you want, see how we're going to fill in all those little spaces. And we'll go along and we'll do that all along the edge.
So when you say weep, tell us what that means.
That means it will seep out and be watery. And if you'll seal it, then usually your pudding will stay nice and firm. And then when you cut it, it's pretty and not watery.
Right. Perfect dessert for Easter.
And so we're going along here, and now we're going to take our time and seal up all those little. You don't want to see any yellow in there. And that, I have no finger dexterity at all. It's, if I can do this, anybody can do this because. But you want to get all your spaces filled up along your crust where you don't see any yellow.
It seems tedious. Goodness. But maybe not.
Yeah, it just takes a minute. Then, what you'll do, you'll take the rest of your meringue.
Pile it on top.
Pile it on top.
Wow. Ah, that's beautiful.
It's fun to do. And see, we've already baked the crust. We pre-baked the crust. We've cooked the pudding. So all we have to do now is put it in the oven to brown the meringue because everything else is cooked. So it doesn't take very long.
Wow. So you put it in the oven for about how long?
You'll put this in about 350 degrees. If it's a convection oven, it'll take about 12 minutes.
Okay.
If it's a regular oven, it may take up to 20 minutes.
Okay.
We'll get that shaped up a little bit.
Yeah, how do you do the shape? It's so beautiful.
Yeah, we're just going to, I'm not an artist. We're just playing with it here. Just take a spoon.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
And we'll, that's how we kind of make our peaks out of the thing. And this is probably where it needs, someone that's artistic's touch, but I just kind of play with it a little bit.
And I'm so impressed because you've made very little mess.
I clean up my own mess. I learned to do that at home. So if you clean up your own mess, you don't make very much mess.
There you go. I bet.
That's it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And
so putting it in the oven, will it go down a little bit?
This one will be higher than this one.
It will. Okay.
This one's settled. One reason is that one's had about a 90-mile car ride this morning. But this one will be higher. It'll be about like that.
Well, it is beautiful. Thank you so much, John. This is a wonderful pie to make for Easter. And obviously, your recipe will be in the newspaper. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.